What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to On the Beach Repeat, the series that you put on in the background whilst you hobby or paint along with me, and together we get stuff done. Excuse me while I just move my bin back a little bit. Because, yeah, as you know, things are a bit chaotic at the moment. What with all the boxes being around and stuff. But, yeah, we're getting there, definitely getting there now. I mean, I have my hobby room more or less, but it needs to be filled up with some boxes again periodically while we're working on another room, which is the upstairs office, and that's fine. But at the moment, yeah, I've got a few boxes in here, and that's okay, because ultimately, in the long run, it's going to be all done and dusted, and this will be hobby heaven. And yeah, I filmed a review of Disney's The Black Hole movie for one of my other channels, which is Pete's Media Reviews. Go and have a look if you're into like movie reviews, that kind of thing, book reviews, and all that sort of stuff. It's all over there. That's cool. Today, however, we're going to be working on this bust. I've got this little bust here. It's the bust of like Frankenstein's monster. And I've got my big top to work on as well, although I probably won't work on that towards the end of it, because the wash that I'm going to be applying is more of an oil based wash, and although that's said, there's a couple of areas I need to tidy up with vanilla bean, is it called? That yellow? This yellow that this is here. Yeah, vanilla bean. So we're going to have to do that, work on that. That's cool. That's fine. We can actually do that beforehand, but I do want to get some primer on this bad boy. And yeah, so let's have a look. This is a model I bought. I was hoping it'd be a bigger model, actually. I didn't read the small print. It's just a 3D printed model bust of Frankenstein's monster. Give me a little starting point to do something horror related, won't it? So yeah, that's alright. So it's just something I want to get done. I'm just going to grab a lid for that one. I can hold him on. Probably one of these. So without further ado, grab your glues, brushes, models, paint, whatever you need to get going. Let's head on to the bench here, because we've got stuff to talk about. I've got stuff to tell you. It's all going on right now. It's all good. I can tell you about the future, the present. I usually talk about the past as well. I took my jumper off because I was feeling a bit warm, but it's riding up my back now, so getting a cold back, which is not good. Anyway, I've got some glasses, hobby glasses. Oh, and I've got this Yeti shredder to do as well at some point for role playing. So that's good. Let's head on over to the bench and we can talk further. Alright, so here we are. I don't know what to do first. Well, let's mount this bad boy onto here first, shall we? So I don't think there's any residue. I'll soon know when I start applying primer. And it turns out that I should have washed the model first. I'm going to take a chance. Probably going to regret this, but I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to pop some primer onto him. I'm just going to use a crappy brush to do that with. So today was what they call the Grizzly Run here in Seaton. It's like a big event that it's held every year. I think this is the 35th year it's held. And today they've called it I Fought the Claw. As in the grizzly bear claw. Oh, that's quite cool. I got a photo and I took some footage. I mean, it's an all-terrain, basically an all-terrain marathon. It's like, I think it's like there's different ones, but for the main event, it's like 20-mile run over all terrain, including at the start and at the finish, the Pebble Beach. I was joking with Mrs. Minnie Wars and I that I used to run on that beach as a child, you know, with a couple of feathers in each hand, trying to fly like the birds. My dad encouraging me, going, "Oh, you just need to run faster." Yeah, I used to do that. But I can't imagine doing it now, like, you know, as an adult. Looked very tough indeed. So my hat's off to them. This is going on okay, actually. Yeah. As I say, I should hope so. I would have hoped that, like, you know, it's been well prepped and stuff. It's just exactly what we would have hoped for. So yeah, I watched that. That was good. Well, I watched the start of it anyway, and a bit of the end, and they come back. I believe there's people all along, and they got marshals and things running with them. Right, so that just needs to dry now. Yeah, I've got the primer on him. That's good. There. Primer done. Got my coffee ready. I just realised I'm going to need another holder for the Yeti. Yeah. Not sure whether to contrast paint this bad boy or not. A Yeti shredder, so he's not like your conventional Yeti. He's a monster Yeti. Something tells me I'm going to need him for my role playing in the future. Don't ask me what or why. Just something tells me that's what I'm going to need. Yeah. So there we go. Let's just wash that brush off a moment. Let's do this vanilla bean whilst I think of it. It's just from the inner lip because it shows on the tent when you do it. When you put the lid on, it comes up. Oh, we got ourselves a another rubber-backed mat today as well. That's to go under Rufus's dog bed, because in the kitchen although he's in like a plastic like bedding encased thing with pillows and duvets and goodness knows what else. I just think, well, the stone floor, it's going to be cold. It's going to sort of leach up, or it's going to, you know, sap any heat that he has got there. I think the cold seems to travel from the floor. From experience, I slept on an airbed once. That was cold floor. Very cold. Yeah, just get this done. Then this can dry. I don't know if I need like 2 coats on this bit. I really don't think so, but you don't know. This is all going too quickly. Yet again. Didn't plan the last one out very well, did I? Well, that's okay. I've got plenty of models, it's just knowing what to do. Okay, so let's get this Yeti shredder out. That can be deposited in the appropriate bins later on. Excuse me, I'm just setting my chair up to get a lid. There we go. Lid. I need to move this mat that's in here. I think I need to turn it around, actually, that would be better, I think. Better methinks. Right, so let's see if we got any detritus, I was going to say. Well, thing is, you gotta look out for mold lines on these Reaper models, particularly older ones. I'll think of what to call this episode as well. The Yeti Ripper Shredder. The Yeti Shredder. Yeah. One thing I've needed lately, and I looked to eBay to get it, and I thought, why am I looking to eBay? And there's plenty of craft shops around here. Is PVA glue. I can just pick that up, no problem. I literally just walk out my door, down the road, 2 minutes. Well, not even that. 30 seconds probably. Into the shop, pick up the glue, and walk right back. I can probably be there and back in 2 minutes. You know, after exchanging a couple of pleasantries with the person on the till. It's that close. I've got the other nerd shop just down the road from me, so that's good. I would say it's dangerous, but that's not really. It's all good. I'm trying to work out what's going on with this bit of the mould. Yeah, I think he's okay. Mould line though, God. So I had a nice troll, cave troll. We had some mould lines on him. So I think he was an older sculpt. Some of them do have big mould lines on. It isn't too bad. Right. Get him on a holder. Like so. I've got a couple of books to review as well. Well, I've got at least one book to review coming up in a video. I've got something else to look at as well, which is quite exciting. Oops. Dropped my cutters. Sorry about that. Right. Yeah, I don't think he needs to go on a base, because his base is pretty good as is. So do I paint him? Now here's the thing. Do I paint him traditional? I think that's what I'm going to do. But in that case, I'm going to need a grey primer. Or am I? Might be interesting if I painted in black. Dry brushed the white. That might be very interesting. I'm keen to see this result, not because I'm lazy, don't want to get out of my chair, because I'll be getting out later anyway, but because I really am genuinely keen to see the result of that. I wouldn't mind seeing what that looked like. So, with that in mind, I'm going to paint him. Black primer. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I've done is primer and base coat since I've been here in terms of hobby. I haven't actually painted anything in a long time. But that's alright. I guess once this is dry I'll be able to start applying paint as I see fit. I can always break open another model if I want to do something else. So many projects on the go now. Not on the go, but to choose from, which is good because, you know, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do one session to the next at the moment. There we are. There. I'm curious to see what it will look like if I dry brush white on this bad boy. Well, I'll work up to white. Oh, I think I will dry brush greys. That's what I will do. For Mr. Yeti Shredder here. There we go. Look at that. All I have got is it Shadow Claw? I can't even remember. Could think of some colours to do this dude. Not easy. Not easy. That's what I'll come back to, you know. Let's wash that brush out. Alright, so I have, well, 20 minutes I've put a bit of paint on the top, but what I can do is start applying this stuff. This Army Painter Quick Shade, and what I'm going to do is use that on this model. put that lid on, the transit can be moved. So I thought, well, now, giving this a bit of a shake. That's what we'll do, give that a shake. It's served me well over the years, this Army Painter Quick Shade, I tell you. It's for dipping, really. Yeah, but this is, oh, I can smell the cellulose thinners already. See, this lid will go on great there for that, if the other one doesn't work. So, can I apply this in a controlled manner? I think so, yeah. This is what we're doing. And I know it'll probably stick to the cutting mat when I put it down. But that's okay. So, this is my, what, third episode of On the Beach. I've been doing videos for my other channels, which has been nice. Although admittedly I haven't done a werewolf video for a while. Not for a few weeks now. Be nice to have some nicer weather. So hopefully with the summer coming, I'll be able to get something going. I did a memory lane, sort of a walk around. That was for both, both for Werewolf in Seaton and Mini Warzone here. Because that's largely due to the fact that I had the memory lane playlist here first. It's funny actually, the memory lane playlist is what has brought some people to find me over the years, that were kind of wondering what I was doing and what I'd done with my life. And they discovered it. I was like, oh, that's coming out quite well. I'm really liking that. That's really nice. I do like that. Yeah, so just gonna have a sip of coffee in a moment. Yeah, that's really good. I think that's really good. I'm gonna try and pace myself with this one. Coming out really well though, really well. As I say, I haven't done much proper colours on models on things here yet. I'm still setting up the other table. Mrs. Mini Warzone had a good idea with that. You know, I've got a lot of mats, tabletop mats. So why don't you just have them all out on the table if they're more or less of a similar size? So I could put all the ones of a similar size on the table, on top of each other, and just put like a tabletop on top of that. Either it's the green felt or something, or a flat green tabletop if I need to, which, you know, I'm more than able to do. And that's good. Just use whatever mat is at the top, whatever one I'm using or want to use next at the top. And that'll be good. So it will give me a good chance to see my mats as well. I know I've got all sorts. I've got snow terrain. It's going to be good. I've got like Martian terrain. I've got like a hell hole, like a demon world one. Yeah. What I'm after is snow and desert. Not snow. Sea So I'm going to be looking to invest in a C, maybe a 4x4, like a C mat. Yeah, something like that, or a 3x3. Thinking about it for role playing, I only really need 3x3. It's not unless it's actual war gaming. But then I got to also think, well, am I going to be war gaming ship battles in the future? Well, it's possible, isn't it? It's definitely a possibility. Can't rule that out. Yeah. I love the sound of the seagulls here. It just reminds me that I'm on holiday, permanent holiday. Wonderful. I live here. So it was nice to see the town centre quite busy today. With a lot of the people there. Wow, it looks great. I really like that. Different aspects of the shading, the way it's run, I think that's brilliant. I'll do another side in a moment. Let's stop and have a bit more of my coffee. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's do another side then, shall we? Yeah. No, I've had this for years, this Army Painted Quick Shade. I had it in my first Mini Warzone hobby room, which was a long time ago. We're talking 7-8 years ago. It's quite a while ago anyway. Yeah, that was looking good. That's looking really good. I do like how this is turning out. Oh yeah, it's kind of like the bee's knees. You know, the shop I went to today is called the Bee's Knees Bazaar. Funny how I'm setting up stuff to do for a bazaar on my role playing, and we have a bazaar shop, or a shop called Bazaar, Bee's Knees Bazaar it's called, here in Seaton, which I'm going to do a shout out for at some point, because they only open seasonally, you see, although they're open today along with a lot of shops that aren't normally open on a Sunday, but that's because it's thousands of people here. And well, you'd be crazy not to, wouldn't you? I think you would anyway. I think you'd be crazy not to open that many people. So there you go. Our daughter, I was talking to our daughter on the phone today. Her boyfriend's just passed his driving test and he's looking for some, well, they're both looking for some advice, really, on cars. You know, because they're going to look at a car, you know, sort of things to look out for, ask about, and all that kind of stuff. It's just trying to impart to them knowledge. No one wants to sell you a bargain when it comes to car. When it comes to most things, actually, no one wants to sell you a bargain. They all want to get They either want to get as much money as they can for as little as they can, or they want to get a shot of something fast. That's the two main reasons, and sometimes they go hand in hand. Yeah, cynical, I know, but that's experience for you. I guess that's what comes with age. Right, so I'm popping that down there, that bad boy, right down there, and I'm wondering, I'd like to sort of do a bit here. Oh, actually thinking about it, I might leave this. If you notice, this has got a couple of patches on it, which I might want to do a different colour. So with that in mind, I'm going to leave that one. Don't think there was, I'll do the stitching on this base unit, but I don't think there was anything else. Don't think so. Right, so what I'm going to do, let's try and pop this lid back on if I can. Lid on. Oh, not easy. And then this orange one on top. I think you can't go wrong with that. I think you can't go wrong. Right, so I'm going to let that lie. And I realise, I've probably come to the end of the usefulness of this session here. That said, what I do have is a building to build, but I don't want to do that in this video because I think that deserves a whole video. It's a hunting lodge. You may remember I got this hunting lodge for role playing a while ago. What about this bad boy here? Is there anything on here I could? I guess I could give his teeth a bit of an upgrade. Right, let's use some Masters brush soap. I've ordered a soap holder, by the way, because I can't find my other one, wherever it is. So I've ordered myself one. So hopefully that won't take too long to arrive. Two things I'm after that are very similarly shaped. One is a soap holder, one is a butter dish. Yeah. I suppose a butter dish could double as a soap holder, but a bit big, I think, perhaps. Yeah. I think we'll call it a day after this one, actually, because I'm also out of paper towel. I could do with getting some paper towel for my hobby. I think I used up all the paper towel in the move for like packing materials and things of that nature. Although I suspect if I used to open a couple of boxes here and there, I would come across more. Yeah, I heavily suspect so. Just wipe that out. Put that in my bin. My old bin for Mini Warzone. It's down in my kitchen now. We do need to get a new one, I know that, but for the meantime, this will serve very well. I do have things to paint, but I'm not exactly set up for it here now. So what I'm going to do is call this a day again today. So sorry, it's a bit of a shorter one again today. But, you know, I've achieved some stuff. Got Frankenstein's monster sort of primed up. Got my Yeti shredder primed up. He's raring to go. Looking forward to that. So I'm going to be dry brushing him with greys. A couple of white highlights here and there. This tent I am going to apply colours to, but I do need another pot of water. I need to go and get that, sort that out. So yeah, so I'm going to end it here. So yeah, I'm just not used to these videos yet. It's taken me a while to get into the groove, so please bear with me with that. I'll be doing longer ones, I promise. Get back to the hour slot. That's what that's where I'm probably most comfortable doing, hour or thereabouts, long ones. I mean, I know you probably notice when you look at like the old On the Bench series in episodes gone by, you think, well, sometimes a lot of the time they're a lot less than an hour. That's because of editing and taking up big long gaps of silence where it's not needed. And that's where I felt the painting snippets playlist came into its own, really. Maybe this is more suitable for painting snippets right now at the moment. Don't know. I don't know on that one. That's another one to do. But I'm pleased with how the Army Painter Quick Tone, what's it called? Quick Shade. Oh, excuse me. Army Painter Quick Shade. Pleased with how that looks on that model there. Yeah, I won't bother doing the top until I've got the patches done. I think I'm having a blue patch, maybe a red patch. Don't know. Just makes it look more like the circus or whoever has repaired it has taken material from like another tent or something like that. And that would look good. Yeah, so and primarily that's all for role playing. So yeah, it's been a while since I can't even remember the last tabletop war game. Well, I can remember the game of Warhammer I had. It was back at my old studio a long time ago with a friend, but it was a long time ago. I think it was. Was it 8th edition, beginning of 8th edition? Oh, yeah. Might have been the beginning of 8th edition, I can't remember. But it was fun anyway, I had a good fun. But here, it's going to take a while to get settled, established, and so on. I suspect there'll be possibly more bolt action stroke / Flames of War than Warhammer filmed here. I don't know. Because the Nerd Shop down the road, I think they do Warhammer as for like gaming. They got gaming tables down there, so I think that'll be where to go more for that. But never say never. Not ruling it out here by any stretch of the imagination. But I do want to be primarily role playing based over the other side there. But with some small skirmish bolt action type things going on for possibly the purposes of learning new rules, teaching new rules, that kind of thing, and going through Flames of War, which is something I've played it a couple of times. Flames of War, not overly well. I'm not au fait with the rules at all, really. I'll have to sort of go for that, so I might go through that. I don't know, but there's plenty of other stuff as well I want to do. With role playing alone, there's masses of stuff and material I want to get going. I've got loads of Call of Cthulhu stuff I want to do as well. So yeah, it's all coming. But I do enjoy these paint along sessions. As I say, sorry it was a bit short. That's why I'm rambling here at the end. Time have I got in? Oh, we're not doing too badly. But I will end it here. As I say, sorry it's a shorter one again. I will try and be more prepared in the future. And thanks for watching. Until the next video though, remember, all brushes lead to war, my friends. Bye for now, bye bye.